Okay. I didn't even know this was happening, but I guess tomorrow is another one of those No Kings rallies. Let me give you the short and sweet of it all. It's gonna be riots. They're gonna start tripping out. You wanna know why? Because so much of the Antifa, communist, socialist, we hate America, kill Donald Trump, Charlie deserved to die type people are there. They're all a little edgy and a little nervous because they think, oh, what if somebody is just as crazy on the right as there are on the left? And, they shot Charlie from, atop a building, and, we're all going to be right out here in the middle of, wide open spaces. And, we wouldn't be surprised if some nut job out there retaliated against us. So we're all super nervous, and we want to hear the Trump bashing rhetoric. And if anybody says anything reasonable, like maybe we're all Americans, maybe these antithetical American politicians like Mummy Dummy and, that kind of thing. Maybe that isn't good for America. Maybe that's not good for unity. Maybe inviting the third world in to usurp all the resources from poor folks isn't a good idea. And, the deportations are going like gangbusters, and there's 3 more years of the Trump administration, and there's really nothing you can do about it, No Kings rally goers. And you're kind of just, having lunch in a strange town. You get to go on a road trip. It's all fun and exciting. And, we get to go hate Trump together. And we get to call them Nazis and fascists. And, we get to really, dwell in that hate. But let me tell you what's going to happen. We're going to record all your communist socialist speeches. Right-wing podcasters and influencers are going to take all of your anti-American rhetoric and post it everywhere, especially leading into the midterms. And you guys will just be creating thousands and thousands of midterm commercials for us. You're going to be setting the stage and lining up the dominoes so that Republicans can knock them down, and you guys are going to look like crazy people. And I'm almost guaranteeing there's going to be some Antifa types and militants and, crazy living in their grandma's basement, and they get out and rage for a little bit, and the blue hair isn't quite doing it, and the bone in the nose isn't quite doing it, or the bull ring, I guess. And, you got to get your riot on, got to get your loot on. Trump's winning.